Hello guys, welcome to our new video tutorial series, and in this video I will explain about all the programming languages that are using in our computer science world. And these like programming languages, as you know, are tools that allow us to communicate with computers to perform a specific task. Like each language has its own history, strength, primary use cases. So let's look at five popular programming languages: C, C++, Java, Python, and JavaScript. So these are the five popular programming languages that has been using in computer science world by the software engineers. So the first one is C language. As you know that the C is one of the oldest programming languages in computer science world, created in the early 1970s by Danish. It is low level language, means it close to the computer hardware, which make it very fast. So the low level language means it's communicate with the computer hardware, so that makes it fast. Like you when you create a program, or so it will be so instantly that it perform really good. So the historical context was C was developed to create the Unix operating system. Its speed and efficiency made it popular for system software like operating system, compilers, and embedded systems. So it's usually C was developed to create the Unix operating system, Linux. So all the operating system unit space is built on the C. Primary use case is C is usually in developing operating system like Linux is based on C, Unix, embedded system like microcontrollers, and performance critical applications. So another language, and the most popular language where the you start the coding, is C++. So C++ basically created by Piccioni in the 1980s as an extension of C. So C++ is the extension of C, means C++ has all the things that C have, means it's a extension of C. C means it's already have all the functions operations that we have in C. It also be in C++. So it introduced object oriented programming. All the object oriented features, means inheritance, abstraction, all the object oriented programming can be done by C++. Abstraction, inheritance, encapsulation, and the which allow for better organization of code. So historical context: C++ was developed to add more features to C while maintaining its speed. So it's become popular in software development, that I told you that requires complex interaction like video games, large systems. So now the world, like in this era, all the programmers, or maybe software engineers, or all the students who have started their career as a computer engineer or software engineer, they first learn the C++ language, because it was the one of the most important language for you become a coder, and you can easily learn coding from C++. And if you are able to learn C++ in start, you can learn any language, because all language has uh, functions, loops, variables, static variables, everything. So C++ is like a mother of all languages. Another one is Java. Was developed by James and his teams at Sun Microsystems in mid 1990s. It is a object. It's also object-oriented programming designed to easy to use and portable across different platforms. Like Java slogans is like write once and run anywhere. Reflects its ability to run on any device with a Java virtual machine. This made popular for web application, enterprise software, and mobile apps. So The main motto of Java is to once you write the code, you can run anywhere in any type of machine with a Java virtual machine. So JVM, if any system has JVM, you can run that language on that system. So you don't need to write again and again for different systems or different computers. Primary use cases, basically Java is widely used for Android applications, large enterprise systems, and web applications. Also, it has on like two different, Spring Boot, and also they have like softwares in Java so you can use to develop the most popular using in Java is like a Spring Boot. So another one is Python. Python is basically created by Giaido van Rossum in the late 1980s. I think this one is a Russian or Vietnam, and is known for its simplicity and readability. It's a high level language, meaning it's a further from the machine code, like it cannot connect directly with the machine, but easier for humans to understand. So Python is basically designed to ease to read and write. So if you write something in C++ that takes like one page or two page, you can write that same code in Python within like maybe 10 lines, 5 lines. So it's easier to use. It's have a lot of built-in functions that that helps you to develop a code according to your choice. So it's versatile. It's go-to language for many fields, including web development, data science, and automation. Nowadays, Python is mostly used in the AI, all the machine learning, and all the applications that built on AI, machine learning, data science that was using Python. Also, there are many more languages like Python is one of them is R language, which also used like data science, machine learning, AI, and primary use cases. As I told you, Python is used in web development, data analytics, artificial intelligence, scientific computing, and scripting. So, if you want these uh, things in your program or software, you can definitely use Python. The last one is JavaScript. JavaScript was created by Brenton in 1995, and this is primarily used for web development. Unlike the other languages I mentioned, Java is mainly used for making websites. The other language can be used with the softwares or making complex application, making ERPs, but JavaScript is mainly used in website interactive. So you can, if you want to make your website interactive, you can use the Java and its like frameworks like Angular or React. These are the most two popular framework in JavaScript. One of them is React, another one is Angular that makes your application interactive. So JavaScript was developed in just 10 days and become the standard for client-side scripting in website browsers. Over time, it's involved in use in both the client-side front end and the server-side back end of web applications. So when you are doing web development, JavaScript provide the both front end and website development. If you are using front end, if you are developing front end, you can use Angular or React. If you are like uh, on the backend side, you can use the JavaScript and their other frameworks that use primary use case is JavaScript using like if you are using backend programming, you can use Node.js. It's basically a server-side development, and JavaScript used development for creating interactive web pages, front-end framework like React, Angular, and server-side development with Node.js. So most of the uh, development done by JavaScript using these three frameworks: React, Angular, and Node.js. Also, they are using like MongoDB most of the time. So this is how it works. Summary, like I told you about all these five languages and if you learn like C++, C, or Python or JavaScript, that will be really helpful for you. Each programming has its own history and strengths, make it suitable for different tasks. Of C is fast and close to hardware. C++ build on C with object-oriented features like inheritance, abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism. So if every language has these four pillars, that could be object oriented languages. So that's why the Java is also object oriented language. You can perform all these four functions: polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance. Understanding these differences help in choosing the right language for a specific project. So if someone want to if some project needs object oriented programming, like they need abstraction, they need inheritance, or they need polymorphism, you can use C++ or either Java. If the software requires some kind of data analytics, and which is calculating, adding new features, or calculating some routes or like maps, you can use Python. If your application is like a website which read data from user and save it on your database, and retrieve data from, like if you want to perform all the read, write, update, and delete functions, CRUD operations, you can use the JavaScript. And if you want to like you can use only JavaScript with the front end, you can use React, and back end you can use Node. So every language has, if you want to build a mobile application like and on Android Studio, or maybe on OS, Apple, like Android or Apple application, you can use Java. So Uh, in this video, I just explained about the history and its uses of all the languages: C, C++, Java, Python, and JavaScript. In my next video, I will explain more about their key features, their programming concepts, some their loops and their functions, which can be easy for you to understand which language you need to pursue for a specific project. So stay tuned with us, like, share, and subscribe on my YouTube channel for more informative videos about programming and operating system and computer science world. Bye bye.